Before I begin, I'd like to give a big thanks and a special shout out for the Mercedes Center Limited, located near the Dagoretti Corner, opposite Meteorological Center, for allowing me to come out and film the Mercedes ML63 AMG. What's up guys, it's El.P here with the third generation, code name W166 ML. But this is no ordinary ML, cause it's from the back doors of Mercedes Special Division named AMG, making this the 5.5 liter twin turbo V8 ML63 AMG. And if you own this car, you better introduce it that way. 5.5 liter twin turbo V8 ML63 AMG. That was produced from 2011 to 2019 with a facelift and a coupe in 2016. This car came with features such as an updated 7-speed automatic transmission to provide improved fuel economy, not optional, adaptive cruise control, active lane departure warning system, air suspension, and an active curve system with active anti-roll bars for body control on corners, which is true because this car corners flat on corners. This SUV was one of the last vestiges between Daimler and Chrysler. Therefore, you find Chrysler uses the same platform to power the Jeep Grand Cherokee. Though, because of the separation, the SUVs only share powertrain components and some transmissions. In 2015, a facelifted ML was released as the GLE along with a coupe version, which I think is a better naming scheme, showing the close relationship with the sedan versions of the C, E, and S-Class variants. Getting to the engine, because that's the main party piece of this car. Just with a flick of the wrist on the driver's side with a red latch. The engine we get in this is a mighty 5.5 liter twin turbo V8, which makes 518 horsepower and 516 pound-foot of torque. Whilst if you go for the option performance package, you get 34 more buff horses at 550 horsepower and 561 pound-foot of torque, wrapped in your big SUV family mover. That's crazy. So there are a few ways to drive the AMG SUV. You can simply leave it in eco mode and pant around like a regular man, or you can make use of the extra chums you paid to get the AMG treatment over the ML350 and engage sport mode. This will make going from 0 to 40 kilometers an hour in school zones extremely exciting, considering the ML63 can make enough noise, and in the process that your kids will either be embarrassed or become the school heroes. And just to this guy, I won't say the name because I know I'll butcher it, but just know that your engine is in Nairobi, Kenya. So as I said, in Mercedes you really don't have to do everything by yourself. It's press of a button and the boot opens up. By getting in, you have quite a wide opening with felt, let me say, a carpet liner on your boot area. On your side here, you have the subwoofer with a place to hook your stuff. On this other side, you have a net and you have a nice Mercedes book. At the top, you have a 12-volt socket for all your power tools with your password shelf. If you go under by pressing that, you get your spare wheel. It's more or less a donut, but an SUV donut. It's a Continental 19-inch rim. You have your chrome skid plate to help you when you're pulling out bags or putting bags in, you don't scratch your paint. On this side you have a first aid with some more storage. But put down your seats, you can't put them from the back, you have to go around and unlatch it, ready to lie down. Then you have more loading space for your stuff. For taller guys, you can press the button at the top to close your boot, or if you're short, just use your key, tap on it, and it closes automatically. Getting in to here, once you close the door, it's quite comfortable. Okay, first things first, I don't feel okay having the seat so upright. So you move back your headrest. Okay, getting into the back is not so bad. I have, when the seats are upright, the driver's seat is at my driving position. I have ample leg space, I have ample head space. I'm 6 feet tall and I'm quite comfortable in the car. I like the feel of the leather. It's quite soft. It's quite nice, really. So if I recline, I can get really comfortable for long distance journeys. I bet the guys at the back enjoy this so much, especially for children, being that you have a wide sunroof, panoramic sunroof, though only it sucks only that the front opens only, not the back. But that's okay because you get a lot of sun getting into the cabin. The materials are all nice. The top part is all soft touch material. Talking about the doors, it's all soft touch material from the top part to the armrest to the handle. And I like this wood grain. It's just so nice. Like, you should see it personally so you can experience it. The door handle is all aluminum, so it's cold to the touch, which is nice. You get two Isofix child seat anchors. And I like this strap on your armrest, the center bit. As you pull it down, you get two cup holders. There are two different sizes for your big and small. And to remind you of the special car that you're in, you get this AMG lettering on your mats. Getting to the center, you have your single zone air control, climate control for the rear passengers with an ashtray at the bottom and a 12-volt socket, plus some more storage underneath that ashtray. I don't know for what, but yeah. Moving on to the other seat, you get your magazine holder in a net form. I like that it's illuminated, so that you fit illuminated for entry and exit. So it's quite nice, quite nice. To get into the car, you really don't have to have your key in your hand. You have this touch-sensitive part to lock. It closes, and for it to open, there's a touch-sensitive area at the back. If you put your hand, it organizes and it opens the car automatically. Yeah. So one thing I can say about this car is that it's not made to go off-road as much, because I usually say a good off-road car, the doors usually come and cover till the bottom part, so that when you're getting out of the car, you don't get mud on your trousers or on your shoes and stuff. But you don't have that inclusion. Functions with a nice wood inlay. Everything is soft touch material where you're touching, except down at the bottom where it becomes rough, cheap plastic. Maybe it's not cheap, but it's plastic. Getting into the front seat, how does it feel? Well, firstly, these seats are hugging me. Like, I feel like I'm being squeezed into this seat. I don't know if there are lumbar supports to adjust, but wow, that's a really nice feeling. It tends to squeeze you and hold you into the seat. But it feels nice. It feels nice. Look at the smile on my face. It feels nice. You have your nice leather-wrapped steering wheel with a flat bottom, sporty steering wheel on your SUV, which is not something you see every day. But it's getting more and more often right now, especially from these models going up. Guys are getting to the sporty SUV. As I said in my other video for the Range Rover, I'll link it up here. So it started all that. Then you have this now, which is another crazy beast on its own. I bet the seat can go really low if you want to go low. So right now I'm putting in the lowest setting, and that's low. That's low. You have your telescoping steering wheel, so you can lower it to get into your position. The steering wheel, let me say, it's quite chunky. Holding it, I feel secure. I feel I can push the car as hard as I can, and yeah, it's nicely wrapped with your brushed aluminum inlays on your steering wheel. Everything in this car is automatic. Your seat controls automatic. Your steering wheel is automatic. Your everything. There's nothing you really should do by yourself in a Mercedes. You have the option Hammond Kardon speakers, so it's quite bangy when you want it to bang. Yeah, it gets quite loud easily. You get 14 speakers in this car with about 900 watts of power. Your glove box is lined in felt, so whatever you keep in here will stay safe and not rattle. You have a lock option too. I like the wood grain in the car. Well, to conclude, the 5.5 litre twin turbo V8 with all the power and all the optional performance packages, it's quick. It isolates the driver and passenger from the sensation of speed very well. Your speedometer is the only thing that will remind you of the speed that you're doing. With luxurious finishes, cuddling occupants in leather and wood, you get served M&Ms daily with the mad mean exhaust note. The ML63 befits its price. At about twice the cost of the base ML350, you're paying for exclusivity, and luxurious exclusivity to that point. Well, if you've come this far, I'd really appreciate it if you tap on the subscribe button if you haven't yet, and give me a thumbs up to let me know that you're enjoying the content. And finally, get to share with your cool friends. Cheers, and see you on the next one.